I'm at the Corvallis Transit Center, and I'm doing something today I haven't done for a while, which is I'm taking a bus to Eugene, a Greyhound bus. I'm at the bus rapid transit station in Springfield, also the Greyhound station, and I bought a ticket, and I'm going to get on the bus rapid transit, go to Eugene, and then I'm going to start walking. So the trip is going pretty good so far. It's kind of a cloudy day, but it looks like it's lifting up. Here is the Eugene Transit Station. I actually got off two stops early and walked here. I don't really know my way around Eugene yet, but here we are at the transit station. And I'm gonna walk this way. This is Eugene. This is the Willamette River, and there's Skinner Butte. So I was here in August, and that time I walked from Springfield to here, and that's where I ended the walk. So today, my motivation, along with just leaving Corvallis, is I'm going to continue my walk this way. And this is all part of the quest to connect, really, Portland and Eugene. So a note about where I am, I'm in a network of trails and parks along both sides of the Willamette in Eugene. The same place in August I walked from Springfield to Eugene along these network of trails. And today I'm walking northward along the same series of trails. And there's a lot to see, and there's a lot of little parks. Some are nature-like parks, and others are like parks for families and children. And there's a lot of squirrels and geese here too. Here is a pedestrian bridge across the Willamette. As I said in my last video when I was here in August, the Willamette is narrow enough here that you can build a pedestrian bridge. And so I'm just going to cross and see what's on the other side, then I'm going to turn around because I'm going to continue up the west bank, not the east bank, which here they call the north and south banks. So earlier I said it looks like the fog was about to lift. It hasn't lifted. It's noon. Looks like it'll probably be cool and chilly and misty all day, which is Oregon in February for you. This one is kind of complicated. One thing I really haven't talked about, even though it is an important thing, is that right now there's a lot of homelessness and poverty in Oregon. And I haven't really addressed that on, my videos of me walking around. They've been mostly lighter. But I think it is something to think about. And that's why this picture kind of jumped out at me. This shows a tent, presumably from a homeless person, next to a dialysis clinic. And it really shows kind of the contrast here that even though there's a lot of poverty here, there's also a lot of resources and very technical resources that can help certain conditions. So when I saw this, it just made me think about that we can apply very expensive technical resources to certain things, but not to other things. And of course, I'm not saying dialysis is bad, but it just brought it into contrast, and it's just something to think about. In case you were worried that Eugene was all flowers and hippies and beautiful parks and twee stuff, this is also Eugene, part of my walk. I'll be following this road through, well, it's not all going to look like this, but through maybe a pretty typical suburban landscape for a while. I also don't know quite how far I'm going to go. I mean, I looked at it on a map before I came here. It wasn't that far, but it's kind of hard to tell when I'm actually walking it how far is far. We'll find out. I still have several hours, so it's not really that much of a concern. I've reached my destination, the park here on the other side of the trees. This is where the city buses end, with one exception. 6 miles this way in front of me is Junction City, and there is bus service there. That's another story for another day. Anyway, so this is kind of like the end of urban Eugene or suburban Eugene. I'm gonna check out this nice little park, eat something, been walking a lot,
Then I'm going to get on a bus and go back to Eugene and wait for my train. The sun did eventually come out, and now I'm on my way home. Waiting for this bus. The bus returned me to the Eugene Transit Center, and from here it's just about a 10-block walk to the train station. So I have about an hour, but I'm going to go to the train station right now and get ready to go home. I'm at the train station, waiting for the Amtrak Cascades. And it boards in about 20 minutes and leaves in about 40. So I'm just waiting here. It's a sunny day now. Everything is fine. Back at the Albany train station, where we were last week as well. And from here on out, just a simple bus ride home, and that's all for the day.